Lots of anxiety out there. Lots of fear. I'm feeling all of it full bore too, along with the current energies, especially in my chart. I've had some interesting stuff going on. But what I want to say is that I head back to North Carolina tonight, and I'm flying, and I have been affected by the virus. Go figure, right? The effect is that I stay with my dad, who's 88, and I've been in a high density population, so I'm really high risk, and I've been asked to stay somewhere else for a while. I was kind of ticked off at first, but I'm going to go by and scoop up my dog and my camping equipment and figure it out from there. So this is what I want to say to you. Don't be running around freaking out, in fear, beating the hell out of each other over toilet paper and hand sanitizer. People, there are other things. Look, you can go on a liquid diet for a couple weeks. You won't need to have that much toilet paper. You can get in the shower. The hand sanitizer, man, wash your hands in warm water, or just use straight alcohol if you're that worried about it. There are, on the internet, you can find recipes for making homemade hand sanitizer. These are things that we don't need to be worried about. Just think instead of freaking out. Go through the process of thinking. What I'm saying to you, I share out of pure love. It's how I express myself, because I've been through a lot, and all of this wisdom and knowledge and just life lessons, if I can share with you and make your life a little bit easier, then that furthers everything for everybody, because you can pass it on. So I'm not telling you what to believe. I'm not telling you how to act. I'm giving you a perspective to expand from, and follow your intuition. Follow your higher aspects of yourself. Listen to them. Communicate with them. Going through the airport, the precautions, like I'm just going to use a cowboy bandana, got some hand sanitizer. But again, when I get there, because of the concern, I will isolate, because it's the respectful and the considerate thing to do. I did take it personal for a second, but then I put it right back into perspective. So, bro, you might have me in your backyard. Just saying. You brought this on. All right. Moving right along. I'm not going to get real fancy with this, because I got to get my computer and everything packed up. When this uploads, it's done. Have a good outlook. I'm confident that I'm not going to have a problem with this. But that's part of it. You keep yourself healthy by your thoughts, by what you manifest. You can manifest yourself right into catching the virus, okay? So don't let the virus of the fear lead you to something else. So the anxiety, the fear, I've been feeling that full bore from just this dense populated area that I'm in. And I actually took a moment to look at my chart. Something just told me, hey, look at your transits. Just this month since I've been here, I've had my Mars return, I've had my lunar return. Now, Mars return doesn't happen often. Lunar return does. But the way the planets and the energies lined up with what was going on, it took me a while, and I went and I checked it out, and it made perfect sense, the energies I was feeling. So then I could put that in perspective and put it behind me. The energies that we deal with from the planets affect our environment just like the weather does. So know that these things are around you. It's just like a storm coming in. Space weather, it's a real thing. It does affect us. So look into those things when you're kind of feeling off, so that you can get back on. If you are aware that you're having panic thoughts or just bad thoughts that bring you into an energy of struggle and fear, sit down, gather yourself, catch your breath, ground. You can check, I have a video on grounding, and bring it into perspective so that your thoughts flow properly and rationally, so that you can plan your action. Always, always, always listen to your intuition. That's the biggest gauge. So what's in front of you, sometimes it's forcing polarities, and that's what you need to see. I did start to take it personal. This goes right along with some energies that I've got going on in my chart. I realized that I checked it. Do not react off of other people. That's a great big no-no. Have a good demeanor about you. Have a good attitude. Attitude or gratitude. You know what? I'm in gratitude. I'm going home. I like to camp. They say the weather's pretty good, so we'll see about that. And just make the best out of what you've got going on. And do what you can for others. But again, listen to your intuition. If something tells you you don't need to be somewhere, don't go there. If people ask you to isolate too, of course, follow that. But when you encounter people, you can be what you feel safe in these conditions and still not be a jackass. So keep that in mind too. One of the things that I did want to bring to your attention is through all of, look, there's been cops, ambulance here, somebody got shot up the street. I am not used to this. And I was having this really kind of poor outlook, and then I took the time to talk to some people and met some really awesome people, and it really helped me to smooth out those anxieties that I was having. So don't always put up that it's the don't judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you have to give a person a chance. And the thing is we're all going through something for a reason. Everybody's learning a lesson. Everybody's on a mission. Do not limit yourself by being locked into a certain perspective. You will miss out. Like when we fought the traffic and we finally ended up at this metaphysical store called Realms Within, and you walk in there and it was like utter relief. Got into a conversation about Moldavite. That's for you, Pedro. I did use you for an example. And I'm looking forward to having some conversations with Deanna, who I met there, whose heritage and lineage goes back where Moldavite comes from. And she's just a very, very high vibe and pleasant vibe person. So made a friend there, along with the people at the store. If you're in Vegas, I recommend them. Everybody perceives according to their experience and their mission. So give gratitude and reciprocate energy when someone does for you. It doesn't mean that you have to make a big deal out of it. It just means that you have to send out the right energy in order to be in balance and in order to be in right relationship. Keep that in mind. I want to call on all the healers. First, put up your own defenses. We all do that anyway, I think, for the most part. But I am working on helping to calm the fears. I know there are some that are completely in working on the virus, I think, if what I understand is right, trying to help it to fizzle out a little faster. If you're a healer, keep your wits about you. You are very needed. Go into your space, whatever your healing modality is. We ask you to help with calming the collective conscious. We ask you to help with this being an opportunity for compassion and assistance rather than for fear, rage, anger, violence. All those things have to go. So start picturing those things stopping. Everybody's going on lockdown, so that should help. But just send out, just like we did with the hurricanes, that energy of unconditional love and saying, it's okay, but you're not allowed to do this. We don't want this. So if we unite those energies together, even though we're using our own method or whatever, it will make a difference. And I'm not going to put a bunch of links in, but I talk about him all the time, RJ Inspire. Okay, this man's in a whole other country where he's an oddity and he's camping and he's making songs about what to do. Sadhguru put out a thing where there was a song. Keep your sense of humor, people. Keep your good demeanor. It will do more to keep you healthy and safe than a lot of things. Practice self-love. Give yourself the attention that you need, whether it be physically or spiritually. take care of yourself, stay clean. That's a big thing. And I will be touching back in as I'm able. And as always, please get in contact with me. The email's down below in the description. And again, I appreciate everybody sticking with me. There's going to be a lot of interesting things coming up. You will be amazed at what's going to come out of the other end of this and on the other side, and see what we can build from it. So until next time, not attitude, but gratitude. And just love each other. Just remember that every moment truly is the only moment, because we don't know what's going to happen with another loved one. There's free will involved, even if we know our own path. And I'm going to keep all of you in my good thoughts. And if you feel you're receiving energy from me, you are. All you have to do is open to it. Feel the calmness, feel the confidence, feel the satisfaction. And some may actually connect to higher dimensions through that energy that I provide. You may go all the way up to the Elohim. I do not connect anybody with Source. I do not help enable that pathway. That's something that in my experience and in my procedures, a person gets to a certain point and accomplishes on their own. So if you're doing that, keep doing it and keep sending the energy back out to help us. And stay safe and stay smart. I love you all, and next time I come on, I hope there's some really good news to talk about. And I'm just going to go out laughing because this whole mess is crazy, isn't it? So have a good day, have a good week, and take care.